Welcome back to the Hype Mind. You're probably all familiar with the phrase happy wife, happy life, right? Is that true? Let's talk about it. So, I think this phrase is commonly misunderstood. So, happy wife, happy life, right? You're like, okay, well, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I would agree with that. Sure. Um, but I think a lot of people go wrong when they hear this phrase because they think, okay, so if my wife's happy, my marriage is going to be good. And I think there's a lot of truth to that for sure, but still think it gets misinterpreted in how you achieve that, right? Because a lot of people are like, all right, well, if to have a happy marriage, I have to have a happy wife. How do I make my wife happy? And so what they do is they try to please their wife. You know, they might kiss her ass or become a simp or do everything to please her and basically be her servant, her manslave, right? And these are all things that turn your wife off. They're not going to make her happy, right? Um, you might think, well, hey, if I just, if I just do the dishes for her and do all the work for her and, um, always buy her flowers and chocolates, then she'll always be happy. And the answer to this is that's farther from the truth because there couldn't be anything that's farther from the truth because well, that kills the fun and everything. Women love to chase, and she no longer gets to chase when you're doing all that. Life's too easy. Everybody loves a challenge, and that does not exclude women at all. Um, if women didn't like a challenge, then I mean, they wouldn't go into the workforce. They'd continue to stick to traditional marriages, right? Um, and so a lot of people are like, okay, well, all right, to make my wife happy, all I got to do is please her and um, she'll be happy, give her everything she wants, serve her, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I mean, that just wrecks your marriage, honestly. Like, that's the funny thing is if happy wife, happy life is true and that's how you have a great marriage, it's so funny how it's so easy to completely do the thing you would think most likely would result in that, which would actually do the complete opposite and tears your life, your marriage apart. Um, right. So then what do you do? Right. What does this phrase really mean? What's the proper course of action? How do I make for a happy wife? Well, here's how. You you need to be yourself. You need to be your own man. You need to have a purpose, right? Because what happens when you're pursuing your purpose, when you're doing what you were placed on this earth to do? Well, then you're happy. You find joy in everything. You're grateful. You're at peace. You're confident. You're usually making good money. Maybe not, though. Maybe your purpose doesn't bring any money to the table, but it still brings that confidence, that happiness, that joy, that peace of mind to you. And your wife can see that and she can be like, hey, my husband is doing what he was put on this earth to do. And as a result, he is confident and he feels secure and safe and he is happy. And because of that, I can feel happy too. So she follows suit because she sees how you are, right? She sees how content you are, right? Um, Kind of makes me think of that song, Simple Man, all I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied, right? And that's the thing is when you pursue your purpose and you do what you were created to do and what you truly love doing and what you're passionate about, you're satisfied. You have everything you need. Even if your purpose doesn't bring you money or wealth or women or whatever you think you want, you're satisfied. You're happy. And the result is people are attracted to that. They like to spend time around you because you're so satisfied that you're a joyous person who feels secure and who feels okay with where you're at and who's at peace with yourself and who is while also focusing on yourself. And that is admirable. That is admirable to guys and girls alike. And if you're married or in a relationship, that's admirable to the person you're with, assuming they have very good values, which anybody who does is going to find that admirable. So the idea behind happy wife, happy life is to please your wife, you need to take care of yourself. You need to put yourself first in the sense that, I mean, don't get me wrong, you go into a relationship to give, but you need to put yourself first so that you can actually take care of other people, i.e., your wife, your family, whatever, your relationship. So you take care of yourself by doing what you love doing, keeping up your hobbies, working a job you love working, doing things that bring you fulfillment, and the result is she finds security, peace of mind, trust, and respect in all of that for you. She respects you more. She trusts you. She feels safe around you. She knows that no matter what, you're in a good state. You're doing what you love doing. You completely trust what you're doing in yourself, and so she can trust you, um, and so she can feel comfortable and she can feel safe. And then she's happy, and she can open right up into being this beautiful feminine woman that she's being, and to do the things she loves doing in life, and part of that's going to be, if you're with a good woman, giving back to you and loving you. So here's the big takeaway, right? Happy wife, happy life. I would say that is very true. Again, don't forget it's a two-way street though. Men, you gotta be, your woman should be giving in return. But the big thing is don't mistake that question of how do I make my wife happy by thinking you need to be a super pleaser. No, instead focus on what you love doing in life and do it. Right. So thanks for watching. Hope to catch you again. Drop any comments you got and hit a like and subscribe. Peace out.